Welcome back to Mr. Dorn's Messy Garage. It's been a while. Let's do this. All right, so today you guys are here with Miss Jacobs, one of my favorite people. Treat her nice, please. Sorry. I don't know if it's allergies or whatever, just, ugh. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Anyway, we're going to start with your Moby Max. Hopefully by this point you've already done your 7 minutes of Moby Max. If not, stop the video and do your 7 minutes of Moby Max, then come back. I'll be here. Okay, by this point everybody's got it done. Cool. So, we were working yesterday with solving equations using the addition principle. We didn't call it that. We were covering over with our finger and then saying, so 4x equals 20, 4 times what equals 20, and we went through and we solved it that way. But here's another way. This is the way they're going to teach you how to do it in the 8th grade. Okay, so we're going to go over this and we're going to learn it, we're going to know it, and we're going to be ready when they need us to do it next year. Okay? You'll have seen it all before. It'll be old hat. You're like, yeah, I got this. Okay. So let me go ahead and flip it over to my document camera. Bam! All right. Let me scoot myself over to the side a little bit more. All right, that'll work. And while you can see the worksheet right here, I've also got my calculator. You guys have a TI-83. If you don't have yours yet, go grab it off the corner of my desk. I got them sitting in a little plastic tub on the corner of my desk. Go get your calculator. You'll need it. This one's a TI-84. It is a wee smidge hair different, but all the important buttons are still the same, still in the same place. So we have all of our digits 1 through 9. We have our negative button right here. If we have a -4, we hit this button. If we're subtracting, we hit this minus button here. They're different. Okay. I do see a distinct difference, however. So our fraction button is different. That won't affect this class, but it will affect my next class. Yikes. Okay. No big deal. We'll make it work. Anyway, for us, sorry, all we're going to really need are these buttons right here and these buttons right here. We got this. Of course, we'll want to see it on the screen. Let's take a look at where we're starting off. The addition principle for equations. And I know we didn't finish yesterday's worksheet, but well, there's no point in getting you started on that one, having you finish it in 10 minutes and then having to start a brand new worksheet. So we're going to work on this today, and then tomorrow when I'm back in here with you, we'll finish that first one, and then we'll come back and get this one done. Okay? Trust me, it'll work. We're good. I'm going to go ahead and grab my green marker. We'll talk about the additional principle for equations. So the addition principle for equations says that if we add the same number to each side of an equation, the new equation we get will be equivalent or equal to the equation we started with. Let's see how this works. Let's start with an equation. 6x minus 5 equals 19. Or 6 times some number, then take away 5 equals 19. What did I say yesterday? We're going to get our letters on one side of the equation and all of our numbers on the other side of the equal sign. So we have to do the opposite of minus 5, which is what? Now, Aubrey, you're going to let somebody else answer sometime. Okay, yes, you are correct. It is plus 5. So if we add 5 to both sides, which is what it's saying here, it says we can't simplify 6x minus 5, so we need to get rid of the minus 5. That gets our letters on one side, our numbers on the other. So to do this, we add 5 to each side of the equation. We do the opposite of minus 5. We add 5. If we add it here, we have to add it here. Otherwise, our equation won't be balanced. It won't work right. Think of it like a teeter-totter. We have a teeter-totter out there on the playground. And there's a little kid on this side and a little kid on this side. It balances, right? Well, what if there's a little kid on this side and then I climb over and get on this side? Is that going to be balanced? Yeah, not so much. So if I get on this side and Mr. Haywood gets on this side, that'll be a little closer to balanced, right? Yeah. If we add something to one side, we have to add it to the other side to keep the teeter-totter, to keep the equation balanced or equal. Okay. So we had to add 5 to both sides. We add 5 here, minus 5 and plus 5, they cancel out and go away, right? Yeah, so they're gone. The only thing left on this side is that 6x. Then we have 19 plus 5, because we had to add 5 to both sides, right? Yeah. So 19 plus 5 is 24. 6x is 24. 6 times some number is 24. And we divide both sides by 6 to figure out 6 times what gives me 24. X equals 4. Okay? And again, we can do that, and we will do that with our calculators. Here's the problem they just did. 6x minus 5 equals 19. Okay? That's what they started with up here. Well, this is how they're checking it. They're checking it by substituting 4 in there for the x. And 6 times 4 is 24, minus 5 is 19. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah. Okay, so that's how they checked it. That's why that C is there. All right, now if we're going to work one out ourselves, well, they just did this one for us too, didn't they? Let's go through the steps anyway. All right, so Riley, you don't have to write anything down, so this gives you a perfect opportunity to look at the steps and remember exactly what's going on here. 4x, 4 times some number, take away 7 equals 5. We have to get our letters on one side of the equal sign. So our 4x is our letters. I know there's a number with it, but that's part of our letters. Get that on one side of the equals, and all of our numbers on the other side. So to do that, we have to do the opposite of what this is. This is a minus 7. What's the opposite of minus 7? Somebody besides Aubrey. I know you know it, but when you get so excited, you yell it out so nobody else says it. I think Ethan has the answer. What is it, Ethan? The opposite of minus 7 is plus 7. Good job. Taylor, you might be my next one I call on, so pay attention. All right. So if we do the opposite of minus 7, which is to add 7 to both sides, because we have to add it to both sides to keep it balanced. Minus 7 plus 7 goes away, cancels out, it's gone. Then we have our plus 7 over here. 5 plus 7 is 12. What would we have left? 4 times some number, 4x, equals 12. Well, 4 times what will give me 12? If you know it, then you can just put down x equals 3. If you need to divide it, then we can divide both sides by 4. And 4 over 4 cancels out, just leaves it with an x. 12 divided by 4 is 3. Boom, that's it. Let's do one more. And then we're going to really do the problem. Okay, so we want to get rid of the plus 4 over here. That needs to go on that side. So we got our letters on one side, and all of our numbers on the other. So we need to get rid of it here. So the opposite of plus 4, what's the opposite of adding? Chloe, did you just say that? Did you say subtracting? Or was that Seth? whoever it was, yes, subtracting is the opposite of adding. So instead of plus 4, we're going to do minus 4. Plus 4 and minus 4, they cancel out. They go away. There's nothing left. Then we have 60 minus 4. 60 take away 4. You can use your calculator for that if you want to. Here's mine. I don't know if you can see my screen or not. Not really, because it's kind of, there we go. Like that we can see a little better if I turn towards the light. So if I do 60, hang on, 60, use my takeaway over here, takeaway 4, and enter. Whoops, I did 600. Let me clear that. Let me try it one more time. 60 is 60, takeaway 4. That's a little better. 56. There we go. 8 times something is 56. Well, if I can't do that off the top of my head, then I could divide both sides by the number in front of my letter. Because I want to know what my letter equals, right? That says 8 times my letter. Well, if I divide that by 8, that goes away. But again, balanced. If I do it here, I have to do it here. 56 divided by 8. 5, 6 divided by 8. Enter. 7. That matches what they have right down here. X equals 7. Boom! Yeah! We got it! All right. Now, those are the examples. We got a couple pages of problems we can work out. What do you say we do this first one today? And then we'll worry about the rest of them later. Does this sound like a plan? Okay. Well, they did this first one for us as an example. We're going to find out what 8x equals. 8x minus 4 equals 20. So 8 times something, take away 4, gives us 20. So we have to do the opposite of minus 4. The opposite of minus 4 is what, Corey? I'm calling on you, bud. Plus 4. Good job. Opposite of minus 4 is plus 4. So minus 4 and plus 4, they'll go away. Leave me with 0. It's gone. Nothing to worry about. Just leaves my 8x over here on this side. Then if I'm plus 4 here, I have to plus 4 here. 20 plus 4 gives me 24. 8 times some number equals 24. 8 times what? If you know your times tables, you might already have an advantage. If you looked at the answer right here, you might have an advantage. If you use your timetable charts, you could probably find it by looking down your row of 8s so you find 24. If you want to use your calculator, those cancel out, and I have 24 divided by 8. Enter. 3. That matches what they've got. That makes me feel pretty confident. We ready to start tackling these? I'm going to use a marker that's got a little better tip to it because that writes pretty thick. We don't have a whole lot of room. So those of us who write bigger, well, you can either get a piece of paper from my desk so you can do these problems, or you have to try and write carefully small. Okay? I love it if you wrote careful and small, but if you don't think you can, then get a piece of paper off my desk. Let's start right here with 7x minus 3 equals 11. 7 times something, and then take 3 away from it, it's going to equal 11. If I get all my letters on one side, all my numbers on the other side, so I'm going to do something Mr. Dudemain next year is going to tell you to tee it up. That's his phrase that he likes to use. Tee it up. So we're going to make a big letter T. I'm going to underline this problem right here. Then I'm going to draw a big straight line from my equal sign. Looks like a letter T, right? Okay, so that line right there, that represents my equal sign. Then I'm going to do the opposite. I'm going to keep all my letters over here on this side of my line. Letters on one side, all my plain numbers on the other side. So to move this plain number over there, I have to do the opposite. What's the opposite of -3? Taylor, did I call on you yet? Well, I'm calling on you now, buddy. Taylor, what's the opposite of -3? So not subtraction, but addition. Yes. So I'm going to add 3. If I add 3 on this side, I have to add 3 on this side. We have to keep it balanced. We have to keep that teeter-totter level. Okay? If I add 3 here, I have to add 3 here. Now, -3 plus 3, or 3 minus 3, that just goes away. Becomes 0, right? That leaves me with 7x on this side, because those are gone. Now I have 11 plus 3. We can count with fingers. We can use a calculator. Whatever makes you happier. 11, 12, 13, 14. Good job. 7x equals 14. If you know this says 7 times some number equals 14. If you know what that number is, go ahead and put it down. If you don't, if you want to work it out with me, then we're going to divide both sides by the number in front of our x. Or whatever letter we have here. If we have a Q, if we have a V, if we have an M, the number in front of our letters, what we have to divide by to know what the letter equals. So I'm going to divide both sides by 7. And we know that any fraction over itself equals 1, right? So that 7 over 7 cancels out, leaves me plain old everyday x. X equals, let's go to my calculator, all right? I have 14 divided by 7. When I hit enter, I'm going to get my answer, 2. Does 7 times 2 equal 14? It sure does, because 14 divided by 2 is 7. 14 divided by 7 is 2. Whatever we do. X equals 2. Boom! That's our answer. Are you with me? Is it starting to make sense? Let's do another one together. 4x take away 3 equals 21. I'm going to tee it up. I'm going to put my line underneath and my line going right down here. There's my T. All my letters are going to stay on this side. All my numbers are going to go to this side. So to move this -3 over here, I have to do the opposite, right? The opposite of -3 is somebody first available. Who said it? Boom, +3. Awesome. I'm going to +3 here and +3 here. +3 -3, those are opposites, right? Opposites cancel out and go away. Just leaves me with 4x. And that line represents my equal sign. What is 21 plus 3? Fingers, calculator, whatever. 21, 22, 23, 24. Yeah. 4x equals 24. Now, if you don't know it off the top of your head, that's okay. We're going to divide. We're going to use our calculator. We're going to divide by the number in front of our letter. 4x divided by 4, those 4's cancel out and go away. Leaves with x equals something. I'm going to clear my calculator. And then I'm going to sit right here. I'm going to push in 24 divided by 4 equals 6. Woohoo! X equals what? 6. Okay. If you've got it, if you understand it, if you want to work it on your own, go on ahead and want to finish this page. Okay? I'm going to keep working for a few more problems. just to make sure everybody else has it. But if you know what you're doing, if you're feeling pretty good, you can go ahead and work on your own, okay? Check back in later at the end of the video and check your answers, make sure they're right, okay? It's really important you guys are able to do this on your own. Just in case you see it on the state testing this year, then you'll see it and you'll know it. If you keep waiting for me to help you with the answers, I can't do that on the end of the year testing, okay? I'm going to keep working with you as long as you need me to, but the sooner you can get it on your own, the better off you're going to be. All right? So those of you who are ready to move on and try the next one, okay? Pause the video and see what you got, and then push play once you figure out your answer and see if I came up with the same one. And if not, we have to figure out where we went astray. All right, here we go. 5x minus 31 equals 4. That's a big number to subtract out. I'm going to probably use my calculator on this one. All right, first I'm going to tee it up. Put my line underneath so I know where my original problem was. Then I'm going to draw that line straight down through my equal sign to make a T. I'm going to keep all my letters on this side. That includes the 5 that goes to that 5x. All my letters stay on this side. All these numbers are going to go over here to this one. So that means I have to get rid of 31, a minus 31. What's the opposite of minus 31, Ethan? Ethan Murphy, I'm looking at you. Yeah, okay. So what's the opposite of minus 31? Plus 31. Excellent. Now you had it. All right. So I have to add 31 to get rid of this. And if I do it on this side, I also have to do it on this side. So plus 31 minus 31, same numbers, different signs, right? Boom, boom, they go away. What I've got left over here is 5x. Put my equals. Now I have to add 31 over here. That's a lot of fingers to count. So I'm going to clear this, and I'm going to do 4 plus 31. 4 plus 31. That's right underneath my other button there. Okay. Enter. 4 plus 31 is 35. So 5x equals 35. Awesome, but we're not done yet. That says 5 times x gives me this. I don't know what x is by itself, so I have to divide by the number. Which number? Somebody, the first one to tell me. Which number do I divide by? The number in front of my letter. Aw, yeah. So here's my letter. The number in front of it is a 5. I'm dividing both sides by 5. 5 over 5, that cancels right out, doesn't it? Sure it does. Leaves me with x equals, what is 35 divided by 5? I can count by 5s to get there. I can use my time chart to get there. Or I've got a calculator right here that already knows the answer, right? So if I just type in 35, here's my divide sign, divided by 5, that shows me I have 7. 35 divided by 5 equals 7. Whoop, whoop. So x equals 7. Yeah. See, you're getting this. It's coming faster, right? It's making a little more sense. I hope so. If it's not, you might want to back these up and rewind them a little bit and watch them again. You guys are going to have full access to this video as many times as you want to, as many times as you need to. Just keep coming back to today's Google Classroom, and you'll be able to keep watching this video till you get it. All right? We're going to keep working problems. We're going to do these next 6 problems, and I'm going to let you finish out the page. Okay? 2x minus 9 equals 33. I have a feeling we're going to have some pretty big numbers on this one. Call it a hunch. Let's tee it up and find out. Draw my line underneath my problem. Draw my line down my equal sign. All my letters are going to go over here on this side. All my plain old numbers are going to go over here on this side. Again, that 2 that goes with the x, that's counted together as one term. That's one letter. That's one of my letters. And then this -9, or the -9, I got to move that over here on this side to get my numbers over here. So I can't just pick that up and move it, can I? I have to do the opposite of -9. The opposite of -9 is no, not please and thank you. Opposite of minus is plus. There you go. +9. And if I +9 here, I +9 here. -9 and +9, they're opposites. They go away. Done. So I have what's left is 2x equals. Then 33 plus 9. Let's do 33. Here's my plus 9. And enter is my equal sign. 33 plus 9 is 42. All right. So 2x equals 42. Okay. Well, that's what 2 times x equals. What is x by itself? We have to divide by the number in front of my letter. Yeah. Told you guys had this. The number in front of my letter, here's my letter. Number in front is a 2. So both sides divide by 2. Cancels out. Just leaves you with plain old x, right? X equals 42 divided by 2. Enter. 21. Whoop, whoop. Okay. I like it. Does it work for you? I hope it does, because it's the right answer. Okay. 10x minus 73 equals 7. Again, we're getting into the bigger numbers here, guys and gals. All right. Let's do this. Let's tee it up. Draw my line underneath my original problem. Draw the line coming down from the equals. All my letters are going to be on this side. All my plain old numbers will be on this side. So I have to get rid of a negative or a minus 73. What's the opposite of minus 73? Okay. One at a time. You don't have to shout it at me. Good night. Yes, we're going to add 73. I'm glad you guys are getting this. I'm proud of you for getting this. So minus 73 becomes plus 73. And if I add 73 here, I've got to put it where else? Right over here. Good job. Plus 73. So plus 73 and minus 73, those are opposite numbers, and opposites will go right away, right? So they disappear. Leaves me still with 10x on this side. 7 plus 73. That's a lot to add up. That's a lot of fingers to go through. So let me just do 7 plus 73. 7 plus 73 is 80. Okay, so 10 times this number is 80. If you know your tens trick, if you want to count by tens, if you want to use your times chart, if you want to use your calculator, just tell me what x is all by itself. 10 times x is 80. I'm going to divide both sides by 10. Those are going to cancel. Or leave me with just plain old x. Equals 80 divided by 10. Well, I didn't clear my screen, but yeah, 80 divided by 10 is 8. X equals 8. If you're following along, good job. If you're doing this on your own and just checking your answers, super proud of you. If you're understanding it a little bit better, just a little bit better than the problem before, then I'm happy, because we're making progress. The more you understand it, the better we're going to get, right? Right. And if you're just sitting there like a bump on a log waiting for me to do these problems so you can just write the answer down because you don't care to learn it, oh, please don't tell me that, because I'll be so disappointed. Because I know you guys can get this. It's tricky stuff. I'm not going to lie. It's tricky. But I know that everybody in my class has the ability to learn this, and you guys really have been rocking it and impressing me. Okay, so I'm proud of each and every one of you. I want you to know that right off the bat, and I want us all to be proud of ourselves and to realize how much we can accomplish by really working hard and getting this. All right, enough of me talking. I'm going to shut up and we're just going to work. Let's tee this up. 11x minus 9 equals 35. I underline my original problem, draw my line down my equals. My letters are staying on this side. My numbers are getting yeeted over there to that other side. Yeet. So how do I yeet that minus 9? I do the opposite, right? The opposite of minus 9 is plus 9. Good job. Plus 9. If I do it here, I've got to do it over here also, right? We have to keep it balanced. Okay. Minus 9 and plus 9. They're opposites, and opposites go away. Good job. It's gone. Forget about it. That leaves it with just plain old 11x. And then 35 plus 9. Again, that's kind of a lot to add, so let's use our friend the calculator. That's what it's there for, right? 35 plus 9. Enter. 44. I'm going to write it right there. Now, if you know your 11's trick, then you can probably figure out this answer pretty quickly. If you have your time chart with you could probably figure it out pretty quickly. I'm going to divide and use my calculator. What do I divide by? The number in front of my what? In front of my letter. And what's my letter? X. What's right in front of it? 11. So I'm dividing both sides by 11. Yeah. Boom. And those cancel out, was leaving just plain old X, right? Just the X. X equals 44 divided by 11. 44 divided by 11. We ready for this? Oh, yeah. 4. X equals 4. I knew you had this. I'm doing these last 3 with you, and the rest you guys are working out on your own. Okay? Here we go. Hang on. Whoa. They kind of threw this backwards at us, didn't they, on this one? Take a look at it. 13 equals 3x minus 23. I almost didn't catch that, except they did one of the steps for us, didn't they? So let's tee it up. I'm going to underline the original problem, put my line down the equal sign right there. They know that we're going to keep our letters on one side and our numbers on the other. They went and swapped sides with us on this letter. Is that going to really change anything we do, though? No, we'll put things on the other side. And instead of looking like this, it'll go backwards like this. But will it change our answer any? No. So we're still going to keep our letter over here on this side. We'll move our number to this side. In order to do that, we have to do the opposite of our number. We have a minus 23. And they're already telling us the opposite of minus 23 is plus 23. If I put minus 23 and plus 23 together, what happens? They cancel out and go away. Good job. Which just leaves you over here on this side with 3x. Put my equal sign right there. Then we come over here. We see 13 plus 23. Again, we got those big numbers. Okay. So I'm going to do 13 plus 23. Enter for my equal sign. Gives me 36. 36 equals 3x. If you know your times tables, this gets to be super fast. It really, really does. But if you don't, that's okay. We still have our calculator. We can still work them out. I'm going to divide both sides by the number in front of my letter. What number is that? 3. Good job. So these 3's, since they're over top of each other, they cancel right out and leave with just plain old x. 36 divided by 3. 36 divided by 3 is 12. 12 equals x. That's the same as x equals 12, right? It sure is. It's like we said yesterday. It's just like Yoda speak. 12 equals x, yes? Yeah, it's the same thing. X equals 12, 12 equals x. We're good to go. Boom, solved it. 2 more to go. And look, they both have x on this other side of the equal sign. Does it change anything? No. We just move things around a little bit differently. We still get the same answer. We still solve it the exact same way. We got this. All right, let's tee it up. Put our line underneath. Draw our line down the equal sign. All right. 26 equals x, take away 8. All of our letters stay on this side. All these numbers go over there. So how do I move that? I have to add the opposite to it, right? So if I have a minus 8, the opposite is plus 8. Good job. And if I put plus 8 here, I have to balance this whole teeter-totter and put plus 8 here. You guys got this. I know you do. Don't even try fooling me now. Okay, minus 8 and plus 8. Put them together. They do what? Cancel out and go away. That leaves me with just plain old everyday x over here. Hey, when I go to solve this, do we have to divide by anything? That's just plain old x right there. We get to save a step here. We don't even have to divide it. How easy can we get? Now all I have to do is say 26 plus 8. You can use your fingers if you want to. You can use a number line to count up. You can use your calculator. 26 plus 8. 2, 6 plus 8. Are you ready for this? 34. 34 equals x. Again, we don't have to divide because that's straight up x right there. That's our answer. Boom! I'm doing one more with you. You guys got to do the rest. Okay? They've done these 2 examples. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 problems. You can do this. All right, 45 equals 6x minus 9. Let's and then we drew a line under our original problem. We drew a line down our equal sign. We're keeping our letters over here on this side. We're moving the numbers across the way. So how do I move a minus 9? By doing the opposite. I heard you say it. I don't know who I heard say it, but I heard somebody say it. Doing the opposite. What's the opposite of a minus 9? Subtract 9. Take away 9. What's the opposite of that? Plus 9. Yeah, we're going to add 9 to this side. If we do it here, we have to do it here. Okay. So minus 9 and plus 9. Put them together. What happens? They go away. They cancel. They're done. Done. See ya. So that leaves us with 6x on this side. 9 plus 45, or 45 plus 9. Well, I'm going to use my calculator for that. 45 plus 9, enter for equals, is 54. 54 equals 6 times x. Well, that's 6 times x. I want x by itself. What is just plain old x? So after the opposite of times 6. The opposite of times is divide. Divide by my number in front of my letter. Divide by 6. Do it here and do it here. 6 cancels and goes away, leaves me with just plain old x. What equals x? 54 divided by 6. Well, let's take 54 divided by 6. 9. 9 equals x. Boom, shakalaka. Problem solved. Problem staying solved. All right, y'all. You did those 5 problems. Show me what you can do. All right. I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Have a great rest of your day. Wait, hang on. Where's my thing? There it is. Bye.